A move that's reminiscent of last June. GOP members of the state Senate walked out over a contentious cap-and-trade bill. Empty seats and frustrated lawmakers on the Senate floor today after Republican lawmakers boycotted today's proceedings, denying a quorum. Without enough lawmakers present, the Senate can't vote on any bills. In this case, the bill is a cap-and-trade bill that's aimed at lowering carbon emissions in the state dramatically over time. Environmentalists say the bill is crucial, but business leaders say it'll devastate Oregon's economy.
I think that it's not about carbon emissions. It's not about the environment. It's a money grab.
The Senate is now adjourned.
Last summer's walkout lasted 9 days. 11 senators in all boycotted. And Governor Kate Brown took on a state senator for his comments, saying at the time if police were coming to keep him in the state, they should, quote, send bachelors and come heavily armed.
Look, it's absolutely unacceptable. Senator Boquist needs to stop inciting violence.
In the end, Democrats declared the bill dead.
I'm not going to get to what I think are the long-range ramifications.
And GOP senators held fast to their message the bill would destroy their districts.
If we can't sit down and work this out, we've got to figure something else out.
Well, meanwhile, Fox 12's Camilla Ortiz has been at the Capitol all day. And Camilla, is there any sense what state senators might do tomorrow?
Well, that's the big question, Pete. What happens next, especially if neither side is willing to budge on this bill? If Republican senators don't show up tomorrow and quorum isn't met, the stalemate continues and could continue until the end of session.
This is a fight to the death.
But the only thing dying is business on the Senate floor, which sat quiet and empty most of the day Monday after 11 of the 12 Republican senators chose to not show up for session.
I know what my side is not willing to give. I know what their side is not willing to give, and it's the same thing.
Senate President Peter Courtney doesn't see a clear solution to this, telling me the Democrats have already given the Republicans concessions on the contested cap-and-trade bill, which he says has enough votes to pass, echoing comments from Governor Kate Brown.
I have bent over backwards in terms of making compromises. If they don't like a bill, then they need to show up and change it, or show up and vote no.
But Republican senators argue they've tried to change it, offering amendments that have been denied, like handing the issue over to voters. Senate Republican leader Herman Bartschiger sent a statement saying his side was left with no choice, adding, quote, the Democrats are willfully ignoring 26 counties and 1 district representing nearly 2 million Oregonians that have signed proclamations against cap-and-trade to push their agenda. Republican Senator Lynn Findley said in a statement, quote, if my colleagues will not allow for a fair process in the building, then I will represent my constituents from outside the building. Some truckers circled the state capitol in a show of solidarity for the Republican senators.
I would say thank you.
Even though
because you know, they're standing up.
Even though Oregon State Police were involved last year to bring the senators back when a similar walkout happened, Courtney said he's not going that route this time in the interest of public safety.
I'm not going to do that, and I'm not interested. Governor knows that. That's, to me, you can't justify that.
It's still unclear where the Republican senators are. I reached out to the caucus communications director, who told me she doesn't know if some or all of them have left the state, and told me nobody was available for a phone interview today. Both Courtney and Governor Brown said if senators don't return to continue with session, not only will this climate bill suffer, but many of the other bills that still need to be heard on the floor. Remember, session ends on March 8th. Reporting live in Salem, Camilla Ortiz, Fox 12 Oregon.